just finished his 7th session with us doing the 90-day healing intensive. And so tell us a little bit about what was life like before, what made you come to us, and what was going on.
Yeah, so always been very active, play a lot of sports all through college and high school, big into basketball, enjoy recreation, even now, golf, fishing, so forth. All of those activities are things that over the last couple of years, as I've gotten older, out of shape, getting more and more into a work routine, don't have time to exercise as much. With the back issues I was experiencing, I would need 2 or 3 days to recover after just about any of those activities, specifically golf. And then what kind of tipped the scales for me to even come here was just taking some shots on a basketball court with my dad. And after about 20, I could feel everything tightening up, and I was basically out of commission, could barely move for about 2 or 3 days following 20 basketball shots, free throws, not even running and jumping. So that's kind of where I knew something had to be done one way or the other, but it's been a slow progression over the last several years to get to that point, but it kind of has taken the morale out. Don't want to, you want to get better, but you don't know how, and then whenever you try to restart something, the pain's too bad to even get restarted.
And then you also mentioned golfing. So golfing was another thing you would try, and then tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I always enjoyed playing golf. I play a lot with my father-in-law, and that was one of those, if we were on vacation or going anywhere, we try to play 2 or 3 times in the week while we were there. And after the first, I should probably have quit, but we'd be crazy enough to try 2 rounds of golf in a week, and I needed a minimum of 2 to 3 days to recover after that. And just, you need the hot tub at the resort or wherever you're staying to even get close to recovering, it felt like. So it was, it felt like an expensive back pain, because golf isn't cheap, and the back pain will put you out for 2 or 3 days, so it would really stack up and be unenjoyable.
Yeah, so you had that going on where you missed 2 to 3 days anytime you tried to do either golfing or basketball. You also mentioned your back a couple times, but there was also, was it neck, shoulders?
Yep.
It was kind of like several things going on?
Yep, so it's been a little bit of everything. So specifically, there's always been back and shoulder pain, and then over the last year or so, just doing different projects around the house, developed some shoulder and neck issues where it was a little bit more specific location. And those are still there, but the tension and the frequency of the pain is drastically reduced, but it was very debilitating. If you move wrong, it was going to put you out for a day.
Yeah. So we're on our 7th visit. Tell us about the last week and the basketball and the golf and how things have changed.
Yeah, so first time I played basketball since the initial 20 shots, and it went past just taking shots. It went into full-out one-on-one for about an hour and a half of solid playing. Came away from that with no issues, no back pain specifically, tiredness because I haven't done that in a while, but no pain from that. And then following that, the next day, went to play golf, and it was a very good overall golf game.
1 round, 2 rounds?
1 round.
1 round, okay.
1 round, but no issues with back pain from that, and also spent a lot of time on the boat this weekend with the holiday weekend, and usually that messes me up for a couple hours at the least, and there was no adverse reactions from that either. So kind of my 3 biggest activities I love to be a part of. I did all 3 this weekend, and no direct back issues or pain resulting from that.
That's incredible. And from 20 shots to an hour and a half of like half-court basketball, like, that's huge.
Yeah.
And then, so what's something like that is interesting or surprised you in the process? Because I know you had tried some things before. So what's something you learned in this?
Yeah, it reminds me back a little bit when I was in the least amount of pain. I've had issues for years, but every time I've been in good shape, it was just further emphasis on, I guess, the muscle stretching or exercising that helped alleviate the pain faster. And then as I've gotten out of shape with any type of activity that's consistent, with this therapy style being re-exercising or retraining muscles to be used in a way they maybe not have been used in a while, it's really surprised me because it seems so simple, a caveman can do it, but yet it's been very noticeably effective. The knots I used to feel in my back and shoulder are drastically reduced, if not completely gone in most areas. So just to have a minimal, low impact stretching routine and so forth is not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So it's so easy, a caveman can do it, right? So it's been really a simple process, and the results, again, I mean, just while we're even talking right now, it's
Yeah.
mind blowing to me that it would be that drastic within a 7-session period.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So I guess the last thing is, if someone was thinking about doing this or they're on the fence, what would you tell them?
I would say that it's it works. Thus far it's been extremely encouraging. Every indicator week to week has been something tangible. There's the ways that your progress is documented, even in just the photos as the session goes on, as well as throughout the week. It's hard to argue with those results, and especially while you're feeling a little bit of pain at the beginning when you're starting the session, you're always wondering, is this working? But then to see the tangible results at the next appointment, to see your body posture, et cetera, and then to see just the way you're walking different or whatever the issue is. But for me with the back, how much that's distorted everything between my legs and shoulders and neck and everything else. I like seeing a tangible result.
Yeah.
Going to a chiropractor felt great, but it was about a 24-hour felt better period before you started to feel like you were going back into the same pain you were in before.
Right.
And that's just too expensive for a non-permanent fix in any capacity.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've made a big change and you have these tools now that you can take with you. So I appreciate you sharing your experience for others. And also congratulations, that's a huge win, being able to do the 3 activities that you love most and being able to do in a week and feel good. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.